Now that we've got the wood trimmed down, so it's 15 by 15, this wonderful square here, I'm going to be using my 5-inch rigid sander. It's got 120 grit sandpaper on it. It's going to take it down nice and even for me, get rid of the pencil marks and the little imperfections and things like that. I'm also going to hit the edges and do the corners just a little bit, just kind of round them just a little. And that'll get this piece ready for the lettering. When sanding on my bench is use bench cookies. These little bench cookies here. I'll leave a link in the description. You can check these out. Might not be these exact ones, but you'll be able to see what they are. After I sanded the board down, I went ahead and just laid out all the lettering and the words. I used some templates that I have for that, so everything's pretty uniform on here. Sometimes I freehand that part. This time I decided to just use stencils. I've got a few tools here I'm going to use though to cut, route, carve these letters out. I'm going to use my my Dremel 4000 with a burr bit for the real fine work that's in some of these letters, and then I'll also be using my Ryobi router with a rounded bit as well. That'll take out the meat of the letters in this sign, and like I said, the Dremel, I'll be able to bring that back through and just clean up the corners and the edges and things like that. That's pretty much it. I'm gonna put my dust mask on and I'll bring the camera in a little bit closer so you guys can see the detail on carving those out. Alright, so the routing work is done. The letters are all cut out here, as you can see. Now it's time to put some 220 on my 5-inch sander. Hit this real quick, and it'll be ready for me to hand paint each of these letters. Well, I can see my breath. It's pretty cold out here in the shop today. So yeah, I'm going to sand this real quick, and we'll be ready for some paint. Alright, so the sign has been routed, sanded, now we're ready for some paint. Well, almost ready. I gotta take this outside, blow all this dust off, make sure it's nice and clean, then we can paint it. I'll be painting it with a brush, with acrylic paint. As you can see, I've got my paint work done here. Everything was done by hand. The plan is to let this dry, and then if I need any touch-ups, I'll do that once it's dry. Sometimes they're easier to see. After that, it'll dry again, and then we'll give it a quick sand with some 220, and it'll be ready for clear. All the paint work is done. Everything is dry. Now it's time to hit it quick with my sander and a little bit of 220. Get my dust mask on here and
Blow this off real quick.
Well, time to add some clear coat. I like to use the Minwax Helmsman. This is a spar urethane. This one here is clear semi-gloss. It'll give it a little bit of a sheen to it. The plan here is to do 2 to 3 coats of clear, front and back. I want this sign completely sealed for the customer, as this is going to be outside in the weather. I've had pretty good luck in the past doing signs this way. Flip it over so it's face down and clear coat the back side first. Honestly, I'm not too worried about the back coming out perfectly. So by doing the back first, I can just flip it right over and I'll start to clear coat the top side. Last video. If so, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe if you haven't already. There'll be a link right here in the corner. Got a bunch of other videos popping up here. Feel free to follow those links, check them out. You know, I'm really trying to grow this channel and I need your help to do so. I just want to thank you again for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe, use those thumbs up. See you next time.